So unfortunately, my microphone malfunctioned while I was riding, so you can't hear anything I was saying on my bike. So I figured I'd just voice this over. So what happened was I got a new M.2 SSD with 1 terabyte of storage. My older, main drive was a lot smaller. It was running out of space, so I just upgraded to, a bigger M.2 SSD. Unfortunately, I could not properly install Windows onto that drive. It would install the base version of Windows 10, but it wouldn't install any updates, so that means I couldn't use any normal software that I'd use. I couldn't install any graphics drivers, so it was useless. Now, I tried everything to get it to work. I tried, reinstalling Windows a billion times. I tried removing hardware, memory, switching out the graphics card, uninstalling every driver before I tried upgrading Windows. Nothing would work, and I narrowed it down to a hardware incompatibility issue. For whatever reason, that new SSD I got just wouldn't work with the motherboard and processor combo that I was using, so I figured I wanted to upgrade some of my components anyway, so I just headed down to Canada Computers to get a new motherboard and processor that would hopefully work fine with the new SSD I got, and then I just headed home to put it together. Okay, so I made it back home, and there is Finn. Yes, hello, Finn. So here's what I got. I got an AMD Ryzen 3950X processor. This boosts to 4.7 gigahertz. I think this is pretty much the best processor you can get for gaming at the moment. And I got this motherboard. It's, I don't know what it is really, Gigabyte B550. I don't know too much about motherboards. I just asked the guy in the store what would be a pretty decent one. I just went with one that has M.2 storage and has onboard Bluetooth. That was the most important thing. But apparently this is a pretty decent all-around motherboard. And I got a closed loop CPU cooler. So this has three fans, so it's a pretty long radiator. You need a pretty large radiator for water cooling to be worth it for a processor. And that is a cat. Alright, so I finished gutting out the old board and processor. It's over here. I'm going to try and see if I can get this to run in my streaming setup. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm definitely going to keep the processor. Might change the board or something. There's some sort of hardware issue in here. I don't know what it is, where I just couldn't install Windows 10 properly. It just kept having issues, so figured I'd just upgrade some of my components anyway. And hopefully this doesn't have any issues installing the latest updated version of Windows. So I'm going to grab the board and then install that, the new board. So here's the new board. Haven't put all the screws in yet, but it looks very clean. This has two M.2 slots, so I don't think I'll really ever need that, but it's there in case I want it. And it has Bluetooth, so I can run not only my headphones without using an adapter, but I can also connect like a PlayStation 5 controller to this pretty easily, so that's sweet. Okay, so now I've got pretty much everything put in the case. I've got the processor there, I've got the memory. I installed the cooler for the CPU. So it wasn't as wide as I thought it would be. There's a bit more space. I probably could have gone with a bigger water cooler, but it doesn't really matter. This is weird because this literally doesn't come with instructions. So there's specific AMD mounting hardware, but no instructions, so I gotta figure that out. Alright, so there's the system pretty much all put together. I just haven't connected the hard drives to the motherboard, aside from the M.2, just to prevent any issues installing Windows. So there's the 3950X with the water cooler, memory, RTX 2080 Ti graphics card, so hopefully this will post. So I got my PC totally working and running with the new Windows update. So the problem with the old hardware that I took out was Windows would not update to the 20H2 version. It was stuck at the original 2017 version. So I couldn't install graphics drivers, I couldn't install pretty much any software. So I think what the problem was with my old system was that the NVMe hard drive in here, there was some sort of compatibility issue with the old board that I was using, so yeah, upgrading my components solved that, so at least I got everything running. So now what I'm going to do is install software that I need to use on the computer, like Adobe Premiere, stuff like that. Then I'm going to take a break, lie down for a while. I just stretched and loosened myself up, but sitting down and working on the ground for so long, my back is kind of stiff. Gonna lie down, just take a break, and then we'll do a lower body workout. So I just made a post-workout protein shake. There's about 70 grams of protein in here. And people have been asking me what protein I've been using lately. It's just this President's Choice soy stuff. And there's a pea protein thing underneath these boxes of pizza. And I also put some soy chocolate milk in here. And Jasmine and I have started making our own bread. I got a stand mixer over here for bread making. I don't know why, I just out of nowhere just saw a few bread making videos and decided I'm just going to start doing that. But homemade bread is awesome. Tastes way better than store-bought, so I'm going to eat this with hummus in bed for my last meal. So that's basically it for today. I'm finally squatting over 2 plates, 240. 315 is going to be very close. It'll only be another couple months, and then I'm going to squat 315. Getting bigger and stronger and making sure I eat a ton to make sure I keep maintaining this upwards trend of strength. And if you like the vlog, leave a like. I'm probably going to do another vlog tomorrow because I have to do a bunch of crap because I have to get new headphones and shit. And as always, keep making those vegan gains.
What a relief. When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how.